What's happening, people? Welcome to another video with Allsortz, and this is an update video of the Honda Accord Type R. Now, it's been a while since I updated you on YouTube and on my social media, but in this video today I'll tell you what's been happening. I have been doing a lot of mechanical work with this car to get it spot on, and now we only need to do the exterior. But before that, let me recap you on what happened to this car. I took a big gamble with this car. Now, it was advertised as a non-runner because the timing belt was off and also the rocker cover. So we headed over to Cardiff to check the car out. I purchased the car, recovered it back to my Allsortz headquarters. You can follow the journey on my Allsortz channel if you check out the Honda Accord Type R playlist, all the videos on there. So recapping, as you can see, I did a walk around video of the car to show you what problems it's got. And with the fingers being crossed, I took it to the first garage and to take a look at the car in depth to see what it's like, see what underneath is like. The mechanic explained that because the rocker cover was off and also the timing belt was off, and also there was a few parts missing, he couldn't carry on with it. Basically, in my opinion, he didn't want to actually touch the car just in case anything happens, because not only that you needed to add the timing belt, you also had to get it timed up and whatever. So it got recovered back to my Allsortz headquarters. After being there through winter, I found another job specialist where we put it back onto the recovery truck and sent it over to the second garage, and this is where the fun started. So after purchasing a full timing belt kit and also a water pump just at the start, we thought we'll see if the engine turned, which it actually did. So this mechanic not only checked all of the car, he got the car working, and it actually started. And here is the video of when it happened, so you can check that on my previous videos. I also changed the brake disc and also the brake pads all around, also changed the tires, and I did few of the bits to get this car back on the road. But yeah, now we are doing some other work behind the scenes. Let me update you on what happened after this. For those of you that follow me on my social media and also my YouTube, you would know that I've already purchased another car, which is different to this, of course. So this one will be up for sale. So it's the end of an era for this Honda Accord Type R. Why am I doing it? Well, I'll explain that in the next video where I reveal the car properly. If you don't know, make sure you follow me on one of the social medias above, as I always put up sneak peeks on what to expect on Allsortz, and make sure you subscribe, as I always put up a lot of videos on Allsortz. So let's take this for a drive, warm it up, and just basically explain what I've actually done to the car, because this car was in the garage for a couple of weeks. It had a lot of work done to it mechanically wise, so mechanically this car is spot on. The only bad thing about it is the bodywork, which I'll get to later in the video. I actually miss driving this car. Now, it looks really cool on the bodywork on camera, but getting up close to it, you definitely can tell the car needs a little bit of bodywork. Now, if you didn't see my previous videos, make sure you check it out. You would know that I've already changed the brake disc and the brake pads on this car. Not only that, I've also had the car a little bit of welded and also undersealed, so all under the car has been treated and hopefully is going to be rust free. That's the back discs and pads all be changed. Now, another thing is the exhaust. Now, if you would have known on the second episode, or maybe the first, I don't know, you would know that I actually purchased a power flow exhaust system on this car, but that's been pushed to a side because of the next car that I've actually received, well, I bought. So I'm going to leave this as standard as possible, because it just looks good when a car is standard. So I'm going to leave it as standard as possible. Not only that, I also had drop links put on, the front two drop links put on as well, and also a new handbrake cable, because if you know, with these cars the handbrake cable can become a bit loose, and putting the handbrake up, it will just keep rolling down. I've also had the rocker cover repainted as well. As you would have known in the previous episode, you would have known I've already had the paint for it. So overall, it just needs a little clean up, and the engine bay looks mint. It actually pops it off with the red rocker cover. Unfortunately, the time has come to say goodbye to the Honda Accord Type R. This is the last video you're going to see. I'm going to be selling the parts that I bought in the previous video separate, or if the buyer actually offers me a better price, I'll chuck all the parts in. Now you would know that I'm going to show you that the interior has not been changed. I've looked everywhere for the black and red Recaro seats, but they are really hard to get. Only found one person with them, and they was selling them for $1,000, and I'm not paying $1,000 for 2 seats. I know they are rare. If I was going to keep the car, I might have considered, but another car came along, and unfortunately one has to go, which is the Honda Accord Type R. But what do you think of it, people? You can't beat an VTEC car, especially the Honda Accord, because this is like a family version Type R. Inside is really nice, as you can see, except for the front driver seat, but these seats are temporary, because if you look in the back, it's supposed to be red and black. Really comfy seats, these as well. Really. Now everyone who sat in the back of this car, they've actually said how comfy these seats are. Now I don't know, I've sat in it myself, but not while it's driving, because I'm always been in the driver's seat. And as you can see here, it's also got a red and black steering wheel, which is quite rare as well. It's going to be sad to see this car go. We went to Cardiff to get the car. If you've been following the videos, let's just do a quick recap before I finish the video. There was no rocker cover on the engine, there was no front seats, the brakes were shot, handbrake didn't even work properly. Obviously the bodywork thing, it had a bit of rust underneath the car as well, surface rust, which we got sorted. The drop links were messed up. Timing belt as well, the timing belt, that was the main problem with this car. That's why the guy was actually selling it. The timing belt was off the car, so there was no idea if the engine was seized or not. But I took a big gamble on this car, and it paid off well, and I've actually saved this Honda Accord Type R for a new buyer to enjoy it as much as I did. But we have got a new chapter, so make sure you check out my next video on Allsortz. I'm going to tell you now, if you've been watching up until now, I have got a Nissan Pulsar GTI-R. Now that has been my childhood dream car. Forget Ferraris, forget Lamborghinis, forget the Golf Rs that are out now. People, well, the younger generation wouldn't even know what these cars were like back in the days. But I didn't have a GTI-R. I used to have a few other Nissan Sunnies, like the GTI and also the SRs, but all of that story will come in that video, so if you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the series of the Honda Accord Type R. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Should I purchase another one if this has been sold? I will definitely miss this car. This is the second Honda Accord Type R I've had a black one previous to this, and now this silver one. Which color would you prefer, the silver or the black? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you do subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for following me on the journey to get this car back on the road. And yeah, I'll see you for the next project here on Allsortz. Peace.